What's up, you guys, and welcome back to our channel. It is Transparent Tuesday, and I am so excited about being able to be back in front of the camera and talk to you guys about what's going on in my life and to just actually give you guys a word of encouragement. Transparent Tuesday is just what it means. What the title is, it's transparent, and I just tell you how I feel and what's going on. I will get back to private practice Fridays, where I tell you some different things that you guys can incorporate, but just really giving you the down and dirty of private practice. So that'll be on Fridays, but Transparent Tuesdays is just me explaining to you like how I'm feeling and just what's going on or whatever. So that is what Transparent Tuesdays is all about. So how are you guys doing? Like, how was your weekend? It was Memorial Day weekend, and it was a really great time for me and my family. On Saturday, yeah, it was Saturday. On Saturday, my cousin did this whole seafood boil thing at our house, and it was just amazing. Like, we had such a great time. I would try to insert some of the footage that I took this weekend. I want to say this, like, I have been taking a lot of footage of my family when we get together, like from pictures to videos, and I post them on social media. And truthfully, one of the real reasons why I've been taking so much footage of my family is because the older people are getting older, and I know that one day they will not be with us. So it's like I want to capture footage of them, like in their they're not in their prime, let me say that, but in their good times. Like my uncle, one of my uncles, he's the, I don't know, I think he may be the oldest. And like he got this little dance where he do the alligator. So he gets on the floor and all of that. And so it's just like those types of things. So when we're at their and not saying that I want my family members to die, but it's just like when the time comes, like we'll have a joyous occasion because I'll be able to be like, I capture all of this, and this is how we'll actually remember that person. So I don't know if anybody else has, I don't know. It's just I started this last year really capturing my family, like really taking footage of them and uploading it on social media. And I just really uploaded on social media because it's kind of like my cloud, and like I can go back and retrieve it. So that's what I've been doing a little bit lately. So I might actually insert some of that footage into this video so that you guys can actually see some of my families. Of course, we playing dominoes, we doing the wobble, like just real life stuff. And so I just showed it to you guys. I think I am, at least. It all depends on how long this video is. But nonetheless, y'all, let me go ahead and get into what I want to talk about. I got two topics that I want to talk about today. Number one, I'm going to fight my mailman. Just plain and simple. I'm going to fight the mailman, okay? Like, the mailman has been, and it's not like the regular mailman at my office. I think y'all may have heard me talk about this once before. Like, dude is putting my mail in the wrong mailbox. And it's like, it's not the regular guy. And I'm not sure if the regular guy is going through some things, so he has to take off a lot. But it's like the temp guy. And so like the temp guy, he just throws the mail in whoever box. Like, so it's just like he is just not reading what's inside the box. So my neighbor next door, she brings my mail to me today. And today it was a check. Like some of these insurance companies, they are still mailing out paper checks and stuff. And so, like, she had my check, and so I talked, when she was like, I just want to give you this, or whatever. She was like, because she's a therapist, too. And so she was like, I just wanted to give you this because I know it's probably a check. And she was like, she started sharing with me about her experience, about how the mailman, for 3 months, she had payments from the insurance companies, and for 3 months, like, she did not know where they went, so she had to get the insurance company to issue out a different check to actually cover it because she could not find it. And so it was the mail person, it was the mail guy, and so magically let me say that, magically, the checks end up appearing on her desk, but it was too late. It was 90 days. Like, and I'm just like, come on. So, I'm just gonna wait till the mailman get out there, I mean, I'm not gonna fight the guy, but I'll probably call his supervisor or whomever and like be like, that's not okay. That's not okay for you to put our mail in the wrong box. Like, it's labeled inside the box. Of course, they are like, on the outside of the box, you got suite 1, suite 2, suite 3. However, people change. So you have to look inside of the box because on the outside of my box, it says 11. However, I'm in suite 1. So in the inside of the box, he has 3654 suite 1. So if the guy's not actually reading what's inside after you open up the mailbox and you just throwing it in the number on the outside, and it's like, I can't even make an excuse because y'all are the mail people. Y'all understand that. So, I'm just saying, I'm going to fight him. I'm going to square up with them. I'm just saying. But I'm going to call the supervisor, though. Because I can't be out there fighting, though. But nonetheless, so that's with the insurance, with the mailman. That's what's going on with that. And I want to say the last thing that I actually want to talk about with you guys today is when you go into a business, okay, whatever it is, if you want to do a private practice, or if you're not in private practice, whatever business that you go into, I want you to go into this business with the attitude of, this business is going to make enough money for me to leave my 9 to 5. Like, if you are a true entrepreneur do not want to work a 9 to 5 job. Like, that kills us on the inside. That we're still having to report to. I know by the time I was getting ready to leave my old job, like, I'm over this. I'm over working for somebody else. A true entrepreneur, like, we do not want to work for anybody else. Like, we want to work for ourselves. And so I see so many people when they talk about their private practice in their jobs, like, I see people talk about, well, I'm not going to leave my 9 to 5 because they have great benefits and because the pay is good. And I'm like, why you want to go into private practice? But they say that they want to be an entrepreneur, but you don't want to leave your job because it has good benefits and it has a great pay. Like, my private practice, the way that I think, like, my private practice is going to make millions of dollars that I could not make at a 9 to 5. So it's just like, I don't know. That really, like, burns me when people say that they're entrepreneurs, but they're not going to leave their job. And it's like, well, you're not really an entrepreneur if you're not going to leave your job. Like, you cannot give your all to your business, and like, people don't understand it. Like, I could not give my all to my business when I was working 40 hours for somebody else. And even right now, with me doing a contract, and that's what I'm going to talk about too, with me doing a contract for the military, like, I still cannot. Now I'm in a position again where I cannot give my all to my private practice or just me in general being an entrepreneur and doing these different types of things, because I have to go and dedicate 40 hours to somebody else. So when you are saying that you really and truly want to be an entrepreneur, really have the expectations of yourself that what you're doing, this right here, I may be struggling right now, but in the long run, it's going to take off. It's going to be millions. Like, this is something that I truly, really and truly believe in, that I'm going to be a multi-millionaire by the time I'm 40. Like, if you're not going to be an entrepreneur, if you don't want this to replace your full-time job, stop playing with yourself and just work your full-time job. And ain't nothing wrong with working a full-time job. Let me say that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But don't come out here saying that you really want to be an entrepreneur, but you're still scared to leave your 9 to 5. Okay? Like, really believe in yourself. Really believe that you can take your company or whatever you're doing and be the next Walmart, be the next Kmart, whatever it is that you want to do. Believe in yourself enough to really invest in yourself. And I guess that's where I'm at. Like, people don't want to invest in yourself. Like, you're still scared. It's okay to be scared. Hell, I'm scared, okay? I'm out here. Some days I don't even know what I'm doing, okay? Some days I'm just like, God, I don't know. But I believe in myself to where I can actually figure this out. And so I want you to do the same thing too. Figure it out. Believe in yourself. Believe that you're going to be the next Walmart. Like, Walmart, he ain't Sam Walton, whoever I think it's Sam Walton. He did not know Walmart. Maybe he did. He didn't know, maybe he knew Walmart would be this big. Or maybe Sam Walton Disney. Whomever. But both of them, you get what I'm saying. Both of these people have these enormous things that outlast them. You have the same dream too. Okay? That's just my little rant on that. Believe in yourself, you guys. If y'all don't take nothing else from me today, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. You can do this. You may not know how, you may not understand, but still, that's when you start taking a faith walk and you start really trusting and believing in God, knowing that He will not put you somewhere where He has not already made provision for you. If God gives you the vision, He will make the provision to make the vision come through. He just needs you to be willing to walk. So my encouragement to you today, walk, sis. Walk, bruh. Take that leap of faith. And the last thing that I want to talk about, and I may need to put this in another video, but y'all know the whole contract that I got for with the military, right? Well, let me give y'all a breakdown of how this actually works and how some of y'all jobs probably work too. So, the funding for this program comes from the DOD, Department of Defense. The funding comes from them. So, okay, so DOD is like, they go find a independent agency. So the people who govern those funds is Magellan. That's who I work. That's who actually have those funds. So Magellan was like, we'll contract with different people, with different providers like myself, and y'all can go out there and work. So that's what they were doing. Y'all, we're going to contract. DOD gave us the funds. Magellan. DOD gave us the funds. And so we're going to hire you guys and y'all are going to work. So that's in the beginning, that's how it was. Well, Magellan says, I guess it was too much for Magellan. So they were like, we're going to subcontract this contract out to another agency. Y'all follow me now? Y'all follow me. Understand this. And this is how I want you to understand how, as workers, how we get screwed sometimes. So Magellan's like, oh, it's just too much for us to manage all those different people. So we're going to get subcontracts. And we're going to allow that subcontract to manage those people. There's two different agencies the money comes through that eventually get to me or eventually get to the other people. Two different agencies. So with those two different agencies, everybody from that agency is getting paid off the backs of the people whom I see. If I don't see anybody, that agency cannot bill. Magellan, y'all ain't doing about. So understand, like, let's really understand this type of stuff. DOD gives the funds out. DOD goes through Magellan. Magellan gets a piece of the pie. Then after Magellan, we can't do that. So what Magellan does, they go and get another small company. So that small company gets a piece of the pie too. And you is at the bottom of the totem pole. Yeah, I just learned that. And I accepted that contract. And I ain't know that. If I would have known that two agencies was a part of this, your girl wouldn't have took that. Because it's like, although they may be doing some stuff on the back end, but it's not enough. And they pay the workers. I'm not going to say myself. Now, look, I'm not going to say your girl, because your girl get paid pretty good. But the workers, some of the workers get paid so less. It's just like you have two agencies that are not on the grounds doing the work. Like, the workers are doing the work. Myself and the other ladies that are employed by them. Like, I just have a contract. The other ladies are actually employees. And so they are doing the work. So you mean to tell me that the work that I do, I get pennies on a dollar compared to all this other work? You know, like to these other two agencies that are actually not on the grounds. Yeah, yeah. I hope y'all are following me. And it's just like for me, it was like wow. Like we had a meeting. I'm gonna tell you how I really actually understood the whole thing. It's because we had a meeting, and we had a meeting with the lady from Magellan. And so, like, one of the workers really started explaining it to me about how the fundings come from DOD. And so I'm sitting up there, and now y'all, I'm getting a little pissed because I'm like, so you mean to tell me two people, two agencies, excuse me, is getting the money off my work? And she was like, yeah. I said, I ain't okay with that. I'm not okay with that, you know? And so I looked at her, and I'm looking at them like, y'all work for these people? Y'all okay with that? Like, so, and it just, but that's the type of stuff that we go through as workers, you guys, sometimes. And it like blew my mind. So it blew my mind in two ways. It blew my mind that, you know, like people are profiting off the backs of workers, and they really ain't doing nothing. The worker doing all of the work. Well, I guess that's why they're called workers. That's why we're called workers. So that was one thing that I got from that. Second thing that I got from that, I need to start bidding for contracts with DOD. You know, I don't know how, you know, so it's just where my mind went to, like, how can I bid for contracts with DOD? You know, how can I, and if I was to ever get a contract strictly, I'm not going to say ever, but when your girl get a contract strictly from DOD, Department of Defense, it's going to be huge. Like, I'm just like, now I'm figuring that stuff out like, shit, I can do that too. You know, like my agency could get a large contract like this. So I'm just like, now it's just like, for me, it sparked my interest of how can I actually get that for myself and cut out both of these two people that ain't really, I would say Magellan, they actually do work. Well, we talk to their licensed clinical social workers actually provide some of the supervision. So, you know, I'm just like, let's cut out some of these agencies. Let's cut out one of these agencies, because that's all you're doing is taking away money from workers. You ain't taking away money. Magellan gonna get their money regardless. The other agency that actually contacted us and pays us, they're going to get money off the backs of the workers. Y'all see where I'm going? And it's just like, y'all done played your girl. But I learned some very valuable lessons with this. And it's just like, how can I position myself to where I can actually go out for the contracts for these different types of things, and to actually start thinking and to actually start looking at some of this stuff. So when your girl say that my company is going to be a multi-million-dollar company, that's how. When I start going out for these big old contracts with the state, with the government, I don't care. I'm finna cuss. I don't care where it comes from. As long as if God leads me to it, if God is exposing me. He is really exposing me to these different types of things. Although right now I'm just a contract worker. But he exposing me to, like, sis, you can be doing that. Like, you can be doing that. I have the capabilities. I have the license. And if I don't have the capabilities and know everything, I can go hire people. And they can help me out. So, the same thing with you guys. Y'all, we have to start thinking big. Stop thinking so small. Think big, think grand, think great. Because you yourself is full of greatness. Alright, y'all. I am going to actually go ahead and end this video because it is approaching 20 minutes already. I'm not going to insert clips of my family because the video is 20 minutes already. If you have watched this all the way to the end, thank you. And I hope that you actually got something from this. Um, so make sure you like, share, subscribe. I will be back again on Friday. All right, y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. Have a great week. Make sure you pray about what you're doing. Make sure you ask God for guidance. If you have not prayed in a long time, trust me, He's waiting on you, sis and bruh. Pray to Him. Ask Him for guidance. Ask Him for wisdom. But first, apologize to Him, telling Him, hey, I messed up. I haven't been here. Blah, blah, this. He there, bruh. God can handle it. He can handle whatever you telling Him. Tell Him He's a big boy. Stop patty caking with God. All right, I will see y'all on Friday. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to this channel. Bye later. What? Holla. I will see y'all later. Bye, y'all.